Hey, beautiful people. I am Shemeka Wright, and this is Balanced Life. How to make friends was not taught to us. And this became very clear to me after I had listened to Mel Robbins' book, Let Them. It's one of those things where you know, but until someone actually puts it in perspective for you, it doesn't click. Well, this is when it clicked for me. What she said is that you end up with people based off of proximity. And that could not be more true of a statement. Because if you think about it, when you're kids, you end up as friends just because you go to school and you kind of see each other every day. You're in the same schedule and you end up just clicking with certain kids. Either you have parents that were friends, and so by default, their kids end up being friends. You're either on the same sports team, you frequent the same places, and so it just happens by default. But what do we do when we get out into this world and we are now all in our own lives, in our own journeys? We have a desire for community and friendship, but we are in an awkward state and don't know how to make friends. Well, that's what I'm going to tell you, how it is that I decided to do it. Let's get into it. All right, so I'm a person who will do something by herself. Some people, they just cannot for the life of them do anything by themselves. They feel awkward. And I'm going to let you know that before we even get into trying to find some friendships, that's something that is important for you to work through and get past, because you will miss a lot of your life waiting on whether or not other people can do things with you. You are the one that wants to do the thing. So I would always suggest that whatever it is that you need to do to get over the fear, to allow you to just do something on your own, to just do it. And the only way for you to get past it is to try. You can't talk about it. You can't think yourself through it. You actually have to decide to do something and then just go do it. I will go to the movies by myself. I will go to dinner by myself. I will go to a comedy show. I have been to concerts. I'm going to the Beyonce concert on May 7th by myself. The point is that if you want to do the thing, don't lose your life. Don't waste your time, because we are all on our own timetable waiting for someone else to do it with you. If you are interested in the thing, go and do the thing. That's first and foremost. Now, when you want some friends, because we are adults, you're going to have to take the initiative, especially if you are now in an environment where you either have moved, it's unfamiliar, or maybe some friendships that you had when you were younger are no longer serving you in your adult life and you need to regroup. Okay, so if that is the case, then that means that you are going to have to figure out how it is that you can make yourself some friends. Now, I did a big shift in family and in friendship when I moved from Connecticut to California, because my family is very close. My family is family and we're friends. So that's first and foremost. There's a friendship, family dynamic that is there that happened how? By default, by proximity. And then I still had good friends that I was friends with in high school or elementary school that were there in Connecticut that we are still cool today. So it didn't take much for us to do a shift in from childhood to adulthood to still be friends, because we were growing together and we had always known each other. But then what does Shemeka do? Shemeka goes and says, I want to pursue my passion. Let me go, move away to where it is that I think that I can have a better shot. And that put me away from everything that I knew and everyone that I loved. So, like I told you guys before, moved out here, wasn't even out here a year. Now we're here in COVID. During that time, I want to say between 20 and 21, there was a group that I had stumbled upon on Facebook, and it was called OC Black Moms. It's still there, and it has grown substantially over the years. Well, the coordination of it, I mean, it really started like for kids and for families, and then they've branched out, and now there's just different many groups off of the main group, from some for single moms, some with kids different ages. It's a great resource to get recommendations in the areas and pretty much find people that look like us, because we want to see each other in this community, right? So because I have when I came to play, like this 10-year-old child. And he was pretty much, like I said, doing his own thing, making his own friends and stuff like that. I really wasn't overly interested in participating in the mom activities, keeping it 100. A lot of it was with them and little babies. So definitely under 10, right? And then they would have some mid-teen and then teen activities and stuff like that. But I was never interested in that. I pretty much wanted to find me some girlfriends. There are people in there that are single, people are married, and new people come and go all the time in the community. It's how I got recommendations on how to get me a hairdresser out here, just everything. So I do absolutely love the community. Anyway, as I'm going through doing all like my business stuff and trying to figure out life here, getting past like the COVID and stuff like that, I do have one good girlfriend who comes and sees me every year. She's been here every year. Last year, she made it here twice. Shout out to you, Ty. She made it here twice because this is her annual trip. And one thing that she said is that she's going to make sure that she get out here, and it has allowed for us to have so many experiences. However, she doesn't live here. She lives in Connecticut. I'm in California. So it kind of put me in this space of being limited to really getting that good girlfriend feeling once a year. Now we stay in touch, video chat, all that stuff throughout the year, but there is something about being in community, being in the presence, that it just feels different. I also have another girlfriend who lives out here in California. We met in Connecticut. She originally is from California. Shout out to you, Tasha. Tasha, however, though, she has moved much farther away, and she's still in California, but definitely much farther away. So it is not easy for us to get to each other, to connect like we used to. So things have changed, right? So when things changed and you know that you still have a need, what do? It was something that was on my mind for a little while. And I was like, I'll do things by myself. I don't mind doing things by myself. I've gotten used to that. Okay. I have. I mean, you could take that however it is that you want, but I have gotten used to doing things by myself. Why? Because this is my life and I'm the one that needs to live it. And I cannot wait for other people to come along or to show up in order for me to decide to live. I live my life for me in my moments, because that's what balanced life is about. And then whomever it is that comes into my life, if they are a good fit, I am happy to share that with them. And that goes for romantic and personal relationships. Okay. So I'm like, I am feeling a void. What is the void? And for a minute, I wasn't sure what the void is, to be honest, because I was having some delay in getting jobs with my acting career. We then end up having the strike. And I just kept saying that, I'm like, I wasn't booking. I had like a beautiful booking between 2021 and 2023. I was booking. It was like great for my career and everything like that. But then I was like, I still am feeling a void. What is going on? And I couldn't put my finger on it. I was like, I just can't put my finger on it. And I'm still doing stuff. I'm still going places. And one day, I say out loud and I'm like, I really would like to have a good girlfriend to do this with. I just said it and everything. And I was like, is that what I'm missing? Is that what I'm missing? So now I'm in here having a whole therapy session in my brain with myself on what it is that I'm missing. How it is it that I could fulfill this void? And then I realized that was it, because it was a form of community, and it was a community that I was missing as a result of not having like my family friend dynamic and also my actual friendships dynamics that I had back home in Connecticut. And I was like, okay, well, I don't plan on moving back just so that I can get community. There are people everywhere. How is it that I can get that? Now, there was several events, mom's night only types of events, that in this OC Black Moms group that I said, okay, I'm going to go. And I met a lot of wonderful ladies. We've had like some really good time. And I'm normally not in Facebook like that. I'm an Instagram girl, right? Pretty much, just to be honest. My Facebook is really just alive just because I need it for the business entity, and Facebook does not allow you to have just the business page without having a personal page. So I'm keeping it 100. That's the only reason why Facebook is still alive for Shemeka Wright. But it dawned on me. I'm like, oh, the last time that I had did something with them, I've done hikes, because I like to work out. So I've done some of their hikes. We went out to some of their dinners and stuff like that. So it dawned on me this year, beginning of the year, I said, I'm going to find me some girlfriends. I'm going to find me some girlfriends. I am going to take the initiative and reach out to the group. So like I told you, there's several subgroups that come off of the main group. So in the single moms, because I don't like it to be, I'm one of those people where I don't know where people are in their relationship journeys, and people can be funny. Okay. There are people out there who, once they are in a relationship or once they are married, they don't know how to balance a friendship and have their relationship. They can't do both. Like, they have to either do one or they get tunnel vision to the other. So I didn't put it in the main group because I'm like, I'm not trying to come from the perspective of trying to step in anybody's happy home. I'm just looking for any women, whether you in a relationship or not, whether you got kids or not, who really wants to have community with some good girlfriends. So I said to err on the side of caution. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this request out into the single moms section of the OC Black Moms group. So a few weeks ago, I put a message out and I was like, is anyone in this group interested in having some good girlfriends? It doesn't have to be a group effort because we do a lot of things with that group as a group. So I just wanted to make that clear what I was looking for. I said, it doesn't have to be a group effort. It could be one-on-one. I'm just looking for women that are interested in having a good girlfriend or being good girlfriends. And unbeknownst to me, I got so many responses back that women were interested. I'm looking for a girlfriend. I'm looking for a good girlfriend, because I was telling my girlfriend, Ty, back in Connecticut, that as an adult, we have to treat friendships the exact same way that we would if we're trying to date a lover. Right? Someone that we want to partner with for the rest of our lives, or, have a good time with. Whatever the case is, you need to date your friends too. I said, so I want you to know that I am dating for friends. I am dating for friends, because you don't know who you are going to connect with, what your interests are. You don't know that until you actually spend time with people and see where both of you are coming from. So I end up, like I said, getting some responses back. So I put my phone number in the chat and I was like, if anyone is interested, here is my number. You can text me, because I do stuff by myself and sometimes I'd really love some company. Sometimes it would really just be nice to have somebody to hang out with, right? So one of the ladies reached out to me, and her and I think within that first week, we had scheduled and met for dinner. Had a very good time. And as we're sitting there and we're talking, and I said to her, I was like, I'm dating. I'm trying to see whether or not I can find me some friends. I'm dating for friends. Okay. And so she was like, this is a year for her that she has been trying to push out of being introverted. So she was very excited to see that I had sent that message there, because she was like, you know what? I'm going to say yes. This is something I'm going to say yes to. I'm going to give it a try, because I can't, find people to hang out with and do things and go places with if I'm in the house or if I'm not responding when I know it's something that I really have to do. And I think that we tend to treat it as, if you say yes, then all of a sudden it's just like this whole obligation. At this point in our adult lives, it is very clear that all of us have things going on. We have family, we have business and stuff like that. We already got adulthood under wraps. We know it exists. We know that there's business that needs to be handled. But what about the life that we had before we got into whatever this form of representation is that we are today? Do you remember what it was like to just be carefree and have those conversations? You laugh your ass off. You talking about things when you were with the shits, and it was just a good time with not a care in the world. When I say I'm looking for good girlfriends, that's what I'm talking about. Let's remove all of the stuff that we do. We already know we're adults. We already know we got the things that we need to be doing. Let's talk about us. Let's talk about what you going through. What is it? Let's get down to that. Do you need somebody to listen? Even if the only thing, it can be something good. You want somebody to tell you good news to. You want somebody to hear your frustrations. You just need an ear, someone that doesn't know you. There's so many different levels to it that you need that good girlfriend, and that you seek it, but you don't know that you're missing it until you get it. And then it just fuels you, and it's just energy that is right there on you. So her and I, we hit it off, okay? Now, there was an event that was happening that next weekend, but I wasn't available. But we ended up doing a line dancing yesterday. And we did yesterday being Saturday, because, when did I post this? Right? We ended up doing a line dancing on Saturday. And then on that previous Friday, one of the other ladies that were in the group, she had decided that she also too. So she put a note in there and was like, I'm looking for some girlfriends too. Again, she kind of piggyback off of what I said, that doesn't have to be like a one-on-one or a group, but on this date, I'm going to make a reservation at this restaurant. And if anybody wants to come, just let me know, or RSVP, etc. Well, that happened on Friday night, and it ended up being 8 of us. 3 of the women, one of which I had just had dinner with that Thursday before. Her and 2 of them, the one that had put in the message, and another. I had knew the 3 of them because we had went to previous events and stuff together. And then I ended up meeting 5 other ladies. And when I tell you, we hit it off. We hit it off so good. Ladies, if you happen to see this episode, you guys made my freaking weekend. I had woke up on Saturday like that was the best date. Whew, that was the best date I had in a long time. And one of the things that I had said when we were at dinner and we were getting comfortable and talking and laughing and all kinds of stuff, I had said, I was like, I am looking for good girlfriends, because I needed my intentions to be clear. I'm like, I don't want to talk about kids. Like, it's not my jam to just want to go out with moms, and just because we are all moms, that the only thing that we need to talk about is these kids. I don't want to talk about these kids. I want to talk about them. I want to talk about us. So I decided to be vulnerable in that conversation. And I was like, when I say I want to talk about us, I mean, who at the table is in menopause? Because I'm in menopause. I was like, it's some things going on, and I want to talk about it. I want to know what you're doing, how you handling it. Like, let's talk about us as women and our experiences and where we came from and where we're going and what we want to do. And it doesn't have to be anything like career driven, but like, do we want to take a trip? What do we want to do? So let me tell you, opening up myself like that, allowing myself to be vulnerable, connected me with some beautiful ladies. The stories that we were able to share with each other. So we started going into a topic of the crash outs that we were having between 18 and 21. We ranged from, in age of the group, we ranged from 33 to 48. And it was just a beautiful experience to just talk about, like, we went around the table talking about how when we were between 18 and 21, what did our crash out looks like? Like, what kind of friend were you? Were you the one who was like ride or die, or were you the one that was going to be of reason? And it's like the laughs and the jokes and the experiences that we shared each other. I was like, this is what the fuck I'm talking about. I was like, that's what I'm talking about. Let's get this good girlfriend energy. We didn't spend a lot of time. It was like little touches here and there, mentioning something about the kids, but for the most part, it was about us. We start talking about like vacations, where folks go, where they're going, and whether or not some of us want to go to, what trips are looking like for this year and for next year. It was just, and if you want to go, let me know. Here's the information. Just like, it was just a beautiful exchange of sisterhood. And by the time that we had finished, let me add, and then bonus, 2 of the women that were there end up having birthdays like 5 days apart. So then we got to kind of celebrate that as well. So it ends up really working out. So by the time that we got to the end of the night, I gave every single woman an individual hug. And I was told them, thank you so much. Thank you for this community. Thank you for this sisterhood. Thank you for coming together. Thank you, because I have been needing this good girlfriend feeling, this energy. Yes, you can have your significant other, but there is just something that goes along with beautiful women who come together in vulnerability and authenticity and just laugh and hug, take pictures and smile and enjoy the gathering together. So if you are a person who is looking for that, you're going to have to take the initiative. And we topped that weekend off by that Saturday. Then we went to line dancing because everybody needs one line dance with their fan because we getting it right this summer. We end up having some dinner after, and we were talking about what we want these summer bodies to look like. We're giving each other advice, congratulating each other on their journey. And the theme is ass out. And I was like, I will be the sponsor because I don't know whether or not y'all know, but I love a good bikini with my ass out. That's where I'm at in my life. And as much as I work out every day, I have earned the right to have my ass out and will. And will. So that is our theme of the summer is Team Ass Out. Okay. And it just felt really good. I'm like, if we working on it, then show it. Because it is your life and you live it the way that you want to. So if you want to develop those relationships, you are going to have to be the one to make the move. Because just in this, it just showed me that there are so many women out there who really do want the same thing that you want, but somebody got to take the initiative. Somebody got to make a move. And so if that is what you are feeling, if there's like quite a void and you're like, okay, this area of my life, is pretty good. This area of my life is good as well. What am I missing? Ask yourself if it's friendship. Ask yourself if it's community. And if that is the answer, then you have to take the initiative to find your own. I hope this message is helpful. If there is any other information I can give you, insights on how to just get past yourself and do it, by all means, drop me a comment and let me know. I am so open. And I will continue to share this journey as I get me some good girlfriends in my 40s, because we are not doing just by proximity. No. We are making it happen. We are going after the things that we want, even if it's community, friendship, and sisterhood. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay balanced.